Lao Gong here with Xizhang Bob, and I wanted to talk about something that has been on my mind, and that is pop jing a valid expedient method for learning Fajin? And now, since my broken hand is mostly healed and my back, I wanted to get back and do a couple more videos. Now, pop jing, if you haven't heard about it, is by some teachers an expedient method to try to get you to do Fajin later on. Now, is it a proper expedient method to do that? I don't believe it is. I believe that doing any tricks or trying to trick you into doing something, especially when you're using Li, exterior force, is the wrong way to go. So I wanted to demonstrate that. First, what is pop jing? Now, pop jing is basically if you're doing push hands with your partner and they make the mistake of allowing you to put your hand against their body. Now, if you're a lower level student, you don't know how to Fajin anymore, what you do is you basically take the other hand and pop. That's why I call it pop jing. So if they're rolling you back and they make the mistake of allowing you to put your arm against their body, you pop. Or up here, you pop. Or if you're doing double press, you pop. Now you notice it's basically an exterior way of doing something. You can also do pop jing like if they're rolling you back and you flex, you can pop. And if they ever have stiffness in the arms, it causes them to fall back. So there's a lot of different areas you can do pop jing with. And after a while, it kind of hurts your arm because you're always hitting your arm. So is it developing the proper body structure to do Fajin later on? My personal answer is no. I mean, I've seen it where on videos in YouTube where the person goes, you know, it kind of looks ridiculous. And it's pop jing, okay? You're not doing Fajin. It's not real. It's a trick. I mean, if you're a lower level student and you want to do something, it looks impressive to the beginning students, yeah, maybe. But in the long run, it really stops any true developmental skill. Now, I'm going to do Fajin, based on my injuries, slower so you can see it. Because a lot of times online, people who do Fajin do it so quickly, you don't see what's going on. So I'm going to slow it down a little bit so you can see some of the dynamics and try to get an understanding of the difference between pop jing and Fajin. Okay. So if you're doing pop jing, and it looks like that, right? You can see you're using exterior force. Now, if I'm doing Fajin, has a snap to it. So I have a body structure and there's a snap to it. So that's slowed down, right? It has a snap to it. So whether it's up against their body or if they're rolling you back and you do a Fajin. So the whole body winds when doing Fajin, okay? So there's no pop. It's one of those. Like if you're doing double press from Cheng Xing's form, it's not like that. You're not slapping hand. There's a snap to it. Now that's slowed down. Okay? So Fajin has a snap, involves the whole body winding through. Now pop jing, you can go, oh. And you can kind of see how Bob moves with pop jing versus Fajin. There's that snap motion. The other place where pop jing doesn't work, especially, is let's say your opponent steps in on you. So now they're this close to you. I can't pop. I do not have enough room to pop. So I can't use pop jing this close, but I can Fajin. You see the difference? I can't pop jing, but I can Fajin. Even this close, I can Fajin, but I can't pop jing. And And that's one of the major differences. True Fajin can be done at any range. Pop jing really needs to be done using the force of the arms. So it's really using Li exterior strength. But Fajin can be done any range, okay? So that's another way of looking at it as well. So I'm hoping that will give you an idea that pop jing really is just another dog and pony show trick that I don't teach my students at all. I do not teach my students pop jing. I mean, in 2018, when I was introduced to it at a seminar that Bob Amaker was given, one of the senior students showed it to me. And back then I thought, ooh, how impressive. But you know what? Now that I'm older, wiser, and have more skill, I really think some expedient methods should not be used because it can mislead you and deviate you from proper development in Tai Chi. And pop jing, I think, is one of those deviations that I don't think should be taught. But it's up to you, other Tai Chi instructors. You know, decide for yourself, practice. If you want to show it to your students, do so. But I think you'll find out in the long run, it'll be a disservice. Anyway, hopefully you have a great day.